Good day collectors, this is Scaling Drive back again with a review. Today we are going to review the Mazda 787B by Hot Wheels, a mainline casting, part of the Retro Racer series. This is a beautiful race car by Hot Wheels, which started as a premium casting with the opening engine bay cover and plastic rear spoiler. But going forward, Hot Wheels retooled the casting in 2023 as a mainline casting, so the base became plastic and the spoiler was cast in and it's metal, not plastic like in the premium casting. So which is a good thing because the spoiler in the premium casting used to get bent very easily. And obviously the engine cover, opening engine cover was shut because it's a mainline casting. So let's go ahead and uncard and start reviewing this car. We'll be going forward, I'll be comparing it with its premium version, this one. This is the opening engine cover and a plastic spoiler, metal base, and better wheel choices with the rubber tires. So it should be interesting. Okay, just a brief history about the car. Mazda developed this car for endurance racing, and first it developed the 787, which was for a C series racing, and then it upgraded to B series, which is a higher class in motor racing. So this was that's why the B in front of 787. Okay, then let's uncard this. If anyone wants to look at the card art looks smashing. The car looks really good. Only thing missing in the real car are the side view mirrors that are mounted on the fenders, which would be very difficult to cast in and would be easily breakable. That's fine. Some things they have to give way, but card art looks nice, but the car in real looks even nicer. Let me zoom. Wow. First look at the car. Beautiful little casting. Let's start from the base this time. 787B. Copyright date is 2022. So this was this mainline version. Tooling for the mainline version was done in 2022 and released first in 2023. The first color it was released in was a dark blue color, I believe. Yeah, or black. It was black actually. And this is the second release only in mainline, and a beautiful maroonish shade, which is looking a little rust orange in the camera, but it is more maroonish red and a beautiful color. I really love the color. So let's start from the side. It has all the moldings for the race car for aerodynamics and all. This is the air intake. 78 is taken from the 787, I believe. Tempo for the Goodyear, and Mazda over here on the rear wing. Tiny Hot Wheels tempo, which you can see, and yellow stripes. Which start thin at the front and grow thicker at the back. Okay, nice little casting. And if you look at the wheels, this has got grayed out 5 SP at the rear and white aero disc wheels at the front. So it's a race car and they have tried to make it look funky, which is fine. Looks fine. There's a marking for the fuel lid as well, and a lot of vents for, I think this vent on the arch is for dissipating the brake heat perhaps, and this is for aerodynamics, I believe. Air goes in, cools the engine also, and airflow goes over here and keeps the car grounded. I'm not too sure, but that must be the idea. And these ducts, I was reading on the about the Pagani Zonda. These were over the wheel arches, and they were used to cool the brakes because brakes would get very hot. So this is nearer to the engine bay. Could be related to engine's air intake only, or maybe venting out some heat from the engine bay. So the window pieces are also done nicely, because this marks the window piece for the doors, which opens up like a scissor door, as I showed in my last review in the Lamborghini Sian casting. So that's quite nice. And let's move on to the front. Okay, these kind of race cars I always liked. There's some notch over here on the hood, again must be related to some aerodynamics. A single huge wiper marking like in the real car, and you can see the steering is towards the right side. Okay, and you can see some the fire extinguisher on the floor, like is there on most race cars. So this is quite a clear window piece for Hot Wheels. Generally seen such clean pieces in Tomica only. Okay, looking at the front, it has got tampos for the headlights, which is great. It didn't have in the premium casting even. We'll compare it soon. And there's a Mazda, big Mazda lettering, and Mazda 787B also in small font, 78 racing number. Okay, looks nice. And there's a small grill, and bottom part is part of the base, which is forms the air splitter, and we have got some air diffuser at the rear as well. Okay, looks great. I like the shape, the haunch. Look at the front wheel arch, how it curves. This is all done in the interest of aerodynamics only. Looks so curvaceous and so nice. Okay, oh, there's a small Brembo logo also, Brembo brakes. Oh, looks so nice. For a mainline casting, getting so much sponsorship logos is nice, because all this costs Hot Wheels. And these orange things are, I think, indicators, but not necessarily used in race cars. Maybe used when it's foggy or rainy, something. Okay, so this side is also the same as the other side, so no change in that. And coming to the rear, the spoiler is metal now, which looks great casting and well built, with the Goodyear logo across the length of the spoiler, which looks nice, and Mazda is written here. Nice detailing by Hot Wheels in the logos department, I must say. Looks really nice. Coming to the rear, okay, there are some moldings for the lights and all, but it's not well defined, but it's fine. And this is the exhaust, I believe, in the center. You can't fault Hot Wheels for that. Hot Wheels is killing it with the new set of castings from 2022. They are really doing a great job, and this is a super casting. I'll compare it with the premium casting to tell you why it's so great. First of all, the premium didn't have any headlight tampos. Like most race cars might not have that, but since this ran in the 24 hours Le Mans, so it runs throughout the night as well, so you need lights for that. And this won the Le Mans in 1991, 24-hour Le Mans race, 1991. So, and that was the first and last race that this car won, because as of 1992, this endurance car racing started following Formula One rules, which mandated reciprocating engines with reciprocating pistons. And as you know, Mazda is one of the only, I think, only automobile company that makes rotary internal combustion engines, not engines with reciprocating pistons which go up and down like in most other cars. So Mazda was hard done by that ruling. But anyways, let's continue with the comparison. Okay, the premium casting doesn't look any special if you look at this way. Yeah, from the side, yes, it has got some more detailing over here in terms of painting these pieces, and the wheels are different, look better, and they are rubber tires, treaded at the rear, slick at the front. Okay, so that differentiation cannot be made at a mainline casting, and the base is metal. So this came out in, I think, 2018 as part of the Team Transport Car Culture series. And yes, it came with that Mazda truck as well. I have that as well. Okay, so front it's similar, nothing great, no great shakes, and somehow there's a lot of green paint overspray on this pearl white color, which is odd for a premium casting. So here the base is, since it's a goldenish yellowish color, you can see the insides better, but that's about it. On the side, this side is also okay, this side is okay. The two sides are actually different. Here there's uh, some equipment, I don't know, and here it's different. Okay, the two sides are different, so that's interesting. So okay, and coming to the rear, this was a weak point of this premium casting. This was cast in plastic, and this got bent easily in the packaging or if handling it rough. Luckily, I got a good piece, a straight piece, and the party piece of this premium casting is that this engine cover opens up. It's a little fiddly, but you can see the exposed engine bay. Oh, it's decent with cross members and tie-ins, and you can see some suspension parts as well. It's decent, yeah, but good thing they closed it and released it as a main line, because this casting as a main line does more than enough justice. Okay, I noticed something is written over here as well. I don't know. KHUJ. I don't know what it is. And some numbers are written over here. Maybe that's part of the stamping that was done in that transparent plastic piece. So, anyways. Okay, so it's a great casting. I like the color combination, the maroon and the yellow stripes on the side and on the front. Super casting from Hot Wheels, I would say. I would give it, in fact, 9 out of 10. That's a great casting. For more great reviews, please like, share, and subscribe to Scaling Drive Diecast channel on YouTube. I'll be back with more interesting reviews soon. Cheers.